Guys, just enjoying some coffee here this morning. Give it a minute for people to come in if anybody's going to. So we have the Quake and the Wolfpack here, so we'll take a look at their rosters here in a minute. So you guys can be aware of who's on the field. I'm going to adjust my little Streamlabs window here a second, so I can try to see any viewers we might have. For some reason Madden doesn't, I can't get it to run in window mode, so it doesn't stay up when I click on it outside of the game. So sorry for that desktop screen there for a second. Alright, so we have the Quake at the Wolfpack for this game. So we're going to go into team management and we're going to look at the Quake as soon as we find them. Alright, so then we're going to separate it out by position. So for the quarterback, now I didn't, again, I want to reiterate, I did not change the player models at all. Just the numbers, the weights, the heights, the skills, and the names. And the skills are based off Muthead and actual Madden rosters that I could find. Any of those that I couldn't find, which was a few, I did pretty much a random number using the range of all the players in that position for that specific skill. So we got Donovan McNabb as the starter, it looks like. Brennan Kosar and Chris Chandler. Halfbacks, we got Bo Jackson, Edgerrin James, Fred Jackson, and James Starks. Fullbacks, we got William Henderson. Wide receivers, we got A.J. Green, Randy Moss, John Taylor, Brian Blades, and Eric Martin. Tight ends, we got Ben Coates, O.J. Howard, and Kellen Winslow II. And then we got Flozell Adams, Matt Light, Alan Faneca, and Joe Andruzzi. Centers, we got Matt Burke and Brad Meester. Pretty good centers there. Paul Howard and Conrad Dobler. Eric Winston and George Kuntz. And then on to the defense. Phil Hansen, Keith Ferguson, Lance Johnston, Joe Johnson, and Cedric Hardman. C.J. Mosley, Randy White, Tony Saragusa, Louis Kelcher, sorry. Nile Diggs, Doug Buffon, I'm not even sure how you say that. Bart Scott, Mike Peterson, Robert Jones, Jeff Barnes. I got Charles Woodson, Lionel Washington, Tyrone Poole, Nate Wright, Bill Thompson, Chris Harris and Marcus Robertson, Jim Leonard, Mike Zordich, Nesby Glasgow. Kickers, we got Justin Tuck, and punter, we got John James. Alright, so then we'll go to the Wolfpack and check out them, so you guys can see who's matching up against them. Separated out by position. We got Sammy Ball, Brad Johnson, Neil O'Donnell, John Riggins, Clinton Portis, Corey Dillon, and James Stewart. Monte Leach is the fullback. Wide receivers, we got Mike Evans, Marvin Harrison, Ernest Givens, Pierre Garçon, and Keenan McCardell. Bob Trumpy, tight end, Hunter Henry, and Todd Heap. And then the linemen, we got Jonathan Ogden and Jeff Backus, Reuben Brown and Kent Hill, Jeff Dallenbach and Jay Hillenberg, Chris Gray and Chris Naoli, Stan Brock and Ed Simmons. And then onto the defense, we have Hanatu, Robert Porter, or Porche, is that how they say that? I'm not sure. Don't remember. William Hayes, Leonard Griffin, Chris Dolman, Henry Thomas, Santana Dotson, Mike Stensrud, Jason Fisk, Matt Blair, Julian Peterson, Dick Butkus, Keith Burns, Derek Thomas, Glenn Cameron, Dale Carter, Terrence Newman, Lamar Parrish, Quentin Jammer, Chad Scott. Free safeties, Eric Turner and Bill Simpson. Strong safeties, Darren Woodson, Doug Plank, Marquez Pope. Kicker, Nick Lowry. And punter, Chris Gardocki. Sorry, I'm still on my first cup of Joe, so bear with me. So that's the matchups for this game. I'm only going to do this part for the first week, and then we'll kind of just catch the names on the field as they make plays. But I kind of want to give you guys a sense of who was matching up against who on the teams. So we're going to get this game started. I'm not sure how many we're going to do today, but we'll go ahead and get it started and we'll see what comes. So off we go for this one. Don't want any controller set up. And off we go. Enjoy.
A great matchup of two teams, a great atmosphere. It's time for football. We're just about ready to kick off another year of NFL football. Thanks for being here to enjoy today's season opening game as the visiting team square off against the home team. Both teams have taken the field and the season is about ready to get started. Tucker will be kicking off.
The away team will be kicking off to start the game. Givens back to return.
This one is handled by Givens. Ball on their own 20.
Ball on the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
They line up in the I formation.
Let's go. What screen? Look it up, baby.
The blitz is on. Rosen, he hits his receiver. Scott is there for the tackle at the 23.
Any first down play needs to yield some kind of yardage. You don't want second and long too many times.
It's second down and 7 to go.
Ball on the 23-yard line.
Hey, watch that screen. All day, baby. Come
Out
on.
of the I formation. On the ground. Play action. Gets rid of it. He hits his receiver. Number 25 comes up to make the play at the 41. Nice call going to the air, and that'll move the chains.
First and 10. Ball on the 41-yard line.
Run again. Here we go.
They line up in the I formation. On the carry. Johnson is there on the stop
with the
at
carry.
the 42-yard line.
Mixon runs with passes, keeps the defense honest.
So a gain of about 1. Second and 9.
Ball on the 42-yard line.
The visiting team come out in a 4-3. Gets the toss to the left. keeping him at bay. Scott is there for the tackle at the 45. Number 44, pushing his way through the would-be tacklers. He picks up solid yardage. Ball on the 45-yard line. The lineup with 6 defensive backs. Number 5 sends a man in motion. Gets the pass off, and this pass is completed. He threw that one underneath the coverage.
And that's exactly the thing they teach you to do. Always take what the defense gives you.
Second down and
Sorry guys, I just noticed that the graphic settings aren't right here. I did an update on my card and that may have triggered something, so let me jump in here real quick and do the settings. And resume. Oh, now I gotta move my window again. Not over there. What are you doing? Let's see what we get here. There we go.
pressure, throws it.
Sorry about that interruption, guys. Enjoy.
32-yard line. That's the 4th stop he's made today. Johnny has such a quick release, and the ball is out before anybody knows what's happening.
That makes it hard for him to be sacked, and it gives the defenders less time to react.
So they have 1st and 10 here.
32-yard line.
Portis lines up behind his fullback in the eye. Might have been early movement up front.
Let's start on the offense. Number 48.
Leach moved a little early there.
Yeah, the rule for the offensive line is once you put your hand down, you can't move until the ball snaps.
So now it's 1st and 15 after the penalty. The visiting team come out in a nickel package. They'll pass on 1st down. Gets the pass off. He finds his man. Woodson with the stop at the 25. He had a little separation and managed to pick up some good yardage after the catch.
Yeah, one more block, and he would have easily gotten a 1st down.
8th play of this drive.
Ball on the 25-yard line.
Come on. Ain't no thing.
The visiting team with a 4-man front.
Yeah, you see me. Let's run, man.
A little misdirection. White is there on the stop
On the
at
carry.
the 28-yard line. Good read by the defense there as they knew the quarterback was going to run with it, and they shut him down. 3rd down here, they have to get it to the 22 for a 1st down.
Hey, watch the ball.
The visiting team come out in the quarter defense. Throwing. He was tipped. Number 85 was the one they were trying to get the ball to.
The intended receiver on the play.
Lowry will try to put them ahead with this field goal. The kick sails through. It's good.
He's one of those guys who really works hard at what he does. And you can see that hard work paying off when you make a kick like this one.
From the 4-yard line. So the offense sets up for its first drive of the game. Ball on their own 25.
Ball on the 25-yard line.
Play hard and fast, baby. Let's go. Be physical.
The home team line up in a 4-3. Gets the toss to the left. It's a fumble. The home team pick up the fumble. And that's a very rare sight to see him fumble.
I don't recall seeing the ball pop out of his hands too often. When you get a lot of carries,
A fumble on the
percentages
play.
eventually
That's been
play
challenged.
against you.
I thought he was down and then the ball popped loose, but it's difficult to tell from this angle.
And mostly the official is seeing what we're seeing. So it's inconclusive. The call will stand since he needs to be 100% sure to overturn a call.
The player was down before the fumble occurred.
So he takes advantage of the option to challenge the play, and it pays off.
If you don't use them, they go to waste.
Ball on their own 29.
Ball on the 29-yard line.
Solo! Solo!
Jackson, the lone back, drops back. Under pressure. They reached him just as he was throwing.
Taking shots like that will really affect his rhythm with his receivers.
Third and 6. Ball on the 29-yard line.
Here we go, baby. Nothing. They
With
don't
two
get
extra
nothing.
defensive backs, the defense is in the dime. Closing in, steps up into the pocket.
And here's the thing. Yeah, the defense gets into the backfield, but you got to be able to move your feet, avoid the rush to give yourself a little more time. He just didn't do it.
Givens lines up deep for the punt return. And so the punt goes out of bounds. First and 10.
Ball on the 38-yard line.
Run, center. Set. Watch the flank. Get it up.
He hands it off. Mosley is there for the tackle at the 36-yard line.
When you get penetration like that, it's very hard for the offense to get positive yardage.
Ball on their own 36.
All day, baby. Come on. All right, now. Here we go. Yeah, you see
The
it.
visiting team come out in a nickel package.
Yeah, it's on.
Hand it off. Nice play fake. Gets rid of it. The wide receiver has it. Number 25 is there on the stop. At the 36, he brings it in for a big gain.
Almost every wide receiver gets better at running routes as they get older, and this guy's no exception.
First and 10. Ball on the 36-yard line.
Hey, hey, hey. Get me going.
The defense lines up in the nickel.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
A little misdirection. Jones is there for the tackle at the 26. So they have first and 10 here.
Ball on the 26-yard line.
It's showtime, baby. Careful. Watch out. Keep it
Portis
up.
is
Keep
the
it
deep
going.
back.
Not today.
Handed off to the back. Harris is there on the stop
with the
at
carry.
the 17-yard
Gain of
line.
8
Pickup
on
of
the
about
play.
8. Jones returns after spending time on the sideline with an injury.
One of us gonna make a play. Here we go.
The visiting team with a 4-man front
Deuce it, deuce it. Here I go.
gives the ball off. Setting up play action. He'll take off. Mosley
Ball
is
on the
there for
carry.
the tackle.
9-yard
At the 8. He
gain
makes a good
on the play.
decision, tucks it in, runs for the first.
Yeah, and the defense just couldn't converge in time, and now they'll have a whole new set of downs.
Now
First
they're
and
8
goal.
yards away from
Ball
finishing this
on the
drive with a
8-yard line.
touchdown.
Hey, let's go. Watch the snap down. Stay posted up.
Floats one into the end zone. Incomplete
The
pass.
pass
Laid it up a
falls incomplete.
little too softly
Evans,
that
the
time.
intended receiver on the play.
It's second and goal
Ball
at
on
the
the
8-yard
8-yard
line.
All right, now. One back. Let's go now. Set.
Drops back. With the throw. Touchdown, home team.
This is a good play by the offense in the red zone. The wide receiver is going to break away right here and come up with a catch and the touchdown. Scoring a touchdown not only puts points on the board, it sends a message to the other team that if you execute properly, they won't be able to stop you. And they say 90% of the game is half mental.
Lowry in to kick this one off. Good distance. This one is fielded by Woodson. Following a punt on their last drive, the offense now makes its way back out onto the field.
First and 10. Ball on the 34-yard line.
Come on.
They line up in the I formation.
We gotta have it, D.
Pass play here on first down. He's going to run. McNabb dives forward.
McNabb
Second
on the
and
run.
short upcoming
Gain
after
of
that great
10
run.
on the
Well, the
play.
thing is, you have to put speed out there when you've got a quarterback who will take off on you. Speed on defense helps cut down the running lanes, keeping him
Second and
contained in the backfield.
Ball on the
Then if he does
43-yard
run,
line.
you have
Come
enough
on.
speed to catch him.
Let's turn it up, D.
The home
Let's do our
team
thing. Let's
line
do
up
our
in a
thing.
4-3. Hands it off. Thomas
Jackson
is there for the
with the carry.
tackle. At the
3-yard gain
47,
on the play.
he lowers his head and powers his way to the first. Ball
First
on their
and
own
10.
47.
Ball on the 47-yard line.
It's on. Let's go.
The home team come out in a 4-3.
Watch your eyes. Play it. Play it. They saw.
Hand it off to the back. Turner comes up to make the
Jackson
play.
on the run.
At the 46.
Gain of 6
Running the
on
ball
play.
consistently is the first step in creating a balanced attack.
So that play goes for about 6. Ball on the
Second and
46-yard line.
Ball on the 46-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Danny. Danny. Danny.
The visiting team line up in a 5-receiver set this time. Throws one up in the end zone. So he's able to break up that pass, and it saves what would have been a very big gain.
The intended receiver on the play. Third and 3. Ball on the 46-yard line.
Here I come. Hey, watch that screen.
The home team line up in a 4-3. Steps up. Swatted away at the line. Peterson
Green,
had his
the
hands on
intended
it.
He's a pretty
receiver
good
on the
cover
play.
linebacker. He can run with most guys, and he gets good position. Then he reads the pass, and he makes his move. But he'll drop a few like that one.
Givens looks like he's ready for the return. And he chooses not to return this one. Ball on their own 20.
Hey, let's go one deep. Yes, on.
Portis, the lone back. Pass play here on first down. Throws it. And it's complete. The 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, home team.
When you get this kind of execution, you got a great chance of making a big play. Watch it here as everyone takes care of their assignment. The pass is thrown where the receiver can make the best play in the ball, and it's 6 points.
The point after is good. And John, we were talking at the beginning about the quick strike capability. That's exactly what we were talking about. One play, one touchdown.
I'm not surprised at all by that play. You got a chance to stick it to the other team, you're going to stick it to them. And that's what they did on that play.
Lowry comes in to kick off. He got all of that one. This one is taken by Woodson. And a flag is down on that play. His face
Got
mask
an
may
inadvertent
have
face
been
mask
pulled.
on the defense. Number 45.
Penalties
first
and
down.
takeaways can really kill a team. Usually the team with the fewest mistakes out there will win the game.
They'll take over at the 30-yard line. First and 10.
Keep it up. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Jackson in the backfield. Moss in motion.
Let's run, man. Here we go. Turn it up now.
They'll pass on first down. They'll run this one. Big opening. McNabb dives forward.
Here's what happened. You get a guy who can move around back there. The defense gets busy covering everyone, and they forget about the quarterback. He gets past that marker and picks up a first down.
After 1 quarter of play, the score is 17-0. The teams have switched sides, and we'll start the second quarter.
First and 10. Ball on the 43-yard line.
Get it started. We're talking about brilliant.
The home team line up in a 4-3. Coach,
let's go.
the man in motion. Turns the toss to the left. Peterson is there for the
Jackson
tackle.
on the run.
At the 46,
3-yard gain on
Jackson
the play.
slashes ahead for a gain of 3. It's second down and 7 to go.
Ball on the 46-yard line.
Let's go. Hold the look. Get some swat going.
The home team with a 4-man front. Pressure coming with the throw. Carter is there on the stop
On the
at the
reception,
46-yard
1-yard
line.
gain on the
McNabb
play.
picks up next to nothing on that one. That pass goes for about a yard. Third and 6.
Ball on the 46-yard line.
You gotta have it, D. Watch the guy.
He tucks it away. Thomas is there for the
Jackson
tackle.
with the carry.
Solid yardage
Gain of
on that
6
run.
on the
You know,
play.
people say you got to run the ball, you got to control the clock, but the key thing is you have to run the ball successfully. You have to establish
First and 10.
a threat that you're
Ball
going to
on
make the
46-yard
defense respect.
line.
Get it up. Let's go.
Jackson, the deep back. Keeps it. Goes to the ground. Second and 4 coming up
Ball
here.
on the 41-yard line.
Nothing. They don't get nothing. Hey, watch
Drops
the
back. Gets the pass off. The pass ball's incomplete. Coates was the intended receiver on that play.
The intended receiver on the play. Third and 4. Ball on the 41-yard line.
Come on. We turning it up.
They'll go from the shotgun. McNabb with a man in motion.
Watch the man. Watch each other back.
Brings it down looking to run. They'll touch him down at the 28-yard line.
Right here is how he can hurt you. They get him in a third down situation, but if they can give him a lane to run through, he's going to take it. And right there, he takes it for a big first down.
Yeah, you see me. Run again. It's showtime, baby. They ain't got nothing.
Going to the air on first down. Throws it. This one falls incomplete. The short pass
the intended
falling to the
receiver
turf,
on
and
the
it'll be
play.
second down. Ninth
Second
play
and
of this
10.
drive.
Ball on the 28-yard line.
Knock him out. Turn it
The
up
home
now.
team
Hey,
line
here
up
we
in a
go.
4-3.
Hey, watch the counter. Watch this.
On the ground. Peterson is there on the stop at the 26-yard line. So after that run, we can see how the two main threats on the ground have fared so far. To get the first down, they have to reach the 18-yard line.
Play football. Make them dump it on. Don't stop. Don't stop that motor. Stay deeper than the deepest. Pass, pass.
Going deep. The pass ball's incomplete. Now, who are they going to
Pass
call a
interference
penalty on here?
on the defense. Number 29.
The
first
defense
down.
gets hit with a penalty that'll give them a first down after it should have been a fourth down. It's first and goal at the
Ball on
1.
the 1-yard line.
Let's go. Are we? We like a pack of wolves. Here I go. Let's run, man.
He gets the carry.
Blue down, blue down.
Play action. Throws one up in the end zone. Right on the money. Touchdown, visiting team.
And here's what happened. The one thing that makes this play work is a fake to the back. and then with that, it gets a receiver that half step he needs to make the catch.
And the Quake really needed that. Touchdown pass to Ben Coates, the tight end. Really had to get something going on that drive. And Down to have to see if they can stop the Wolfpack and get the ball back and maybe score again before halftime. See if they can do it.
This one is fielded by Givens. Flags are down, and this one appears to be on the offense.
Holding on Hunter Henry, that's going to back him up a little bit.
Discipline and execute properly out there. If they don't, they'll find it's much harder to overcome the other team and get a win.
If the Quake can shut them down, they could get decent field position before halftime here. Defense hasn't fared well so far in the game, though, so we'll see what they can do. Ooh, all over Portis that time.
He saw where he wanted to go with this, and before he knew it, the hole was closing up.
It's second down and a long way to go.
Ball on the 9-yard line.
Nickelback in this time. With the pass.
Oh, under triple coverage there. Tried the wheel route, didn't work.
On the play. Third and 11. Ball on the 9-yard
Third and long here. If they can stiffen up and hold them, they could get decent field position out of it.
Nickel pass. Number 5 with a man in motion. Drops back. Throwing.
And they can't.
The 40.
And he misplayed it.
The 40. The 30.
And he's gone.
The 10. Touchdown.
Wow.
You get this kind of execution.
That's not what they needed on that.
Chance of making a big play. Watch it here as everyone takes care of their assignment. The pass is thrown where the receiver can make the best play in the ball, and it's 6 points.
Marvin Harrison. It's a stout offense the Wolfpack have got. Certainly gives them a good shot at a championship in the Legends League.
The extra point attempt is good. John, they're starting to run away with this one, and they are clearly the far superior team.
Yeah, and the last drive tells me that the defense is in for a long day if they keep playing like this. They need to find a way to at least slow them down.
Yeah, I think they got to have a score here before halftime, or they could be in trouble.
Lowry in to kick this one off. This one is handled by Woodson.
Decent return by Woodson there.
Work cut out for them as they take over at the 34.
See if the Quake can do anything with it.
Ball on their own
Take over at the
34.
34-yard line. First and 10.
Come on. Hey, watch that screen. You got
Jackson, the long back. Hand off to the tailback.
Decent hole there for Bo.
At the 46. And he was able to create a lot of
Mr. Jackson, if you're nasty.
Well, it started with some good blocking. And when he got through there, he turned upfield, and they weren't in position to tackle him.
ball on their own 46.
Ball on the 46-yard line.
Danny, it's on.
The home team cut out in a 4-3. Little misdirection.
Mr. Jackson takes a break for James to come in.
Takes it up the middle, picks up less than a yard.
That was just
Not
the
much there
first
for Edgerrin.
power from the defensive line.
Second and 9.
Sorry guys, I'm having some sinus issues this morning. A little stuffy.
forward for what appears to be a 2-yard
on the
pickup.
play.
Still not much room for James.
It's
Third
third
and
down and 8 to
Ball
go.
on the 48-yard
Third and somewhat long. They'd probably go to a pass play here.
The defense lines up in
The
the
running game's not done a whole lot without Bo Jackson in.
They're coming with the blitz.
McNabb needs to find somebody. Oh, he's got a man open.
The 40, and it's complete. Carter
All right,
comes
it's
up
a first
to make the
down.
play. At the 31-yard line. Give him some time, he'll hit his man.
And the thing is, he doesn't care how big that window is. With his accuracy, everyone's open.
AJ Green on the reception.
Ball on the 31-yard line.
Ball on the 31-yard line.
The home team with a 4-man front with the pass, and he
Oh.
fails to hang on to that one.
The coaching staff thinks that he has some of the best hands in the team. Kind of surprising to see him drop a pass like that.
Did he drop it? I thought it got knocked down.
2nd and 10. Ball on the 31-yard line.
Strange.
The home team line up in a 4-3. Gets the pass off.
No, he's open.
They'll knock him out of bounds at the 19. John, he's proven he's a consistent.
Went back to Ben Coates there for that first down.
Where they're looking to get first down yardage.
They're inside the 20.
Ball on the 19-yard line.
On the move.
The last time they were inside the 20, they got a touchdown.
First down. First and goal right there.
At the 8-yard line. They brought some extra
Gave Mr.
people to
Jackson a
put
big
stop
hole on that one.
before he got the first.
And run blitzing these guys isn't a bad idea because you know they like to run. But you got to be sure to bring guys in the right place. If you think they might run to the outside, additional blitzers in the middle isn't going to help you much.
Tosses it right.
No, trying to get outside on him.
And
Oh no!
the home team.
Oh no!
The ball. The fumble was recovered by the defense.
Wow.
Reflexes are still working just fine.
So
Nope,
a
they're gonna
point
challenge it.
coach has decided to challenge the call.
Yeah, and they might get this call reversed.
Coach is hoping they get it right here because that could be a big lift to the team.
What the official will be looking for here is to see if the knee is down. It's tough to say with that replay.
That's a tough one. Looks like the ball's moving right before he hits the ground, but it could just be a graphical thing. I'm not sure. Have to wait and see what they call. If they lose that ball, it's brutal though. There they go. They keep the ball. Wow. Thank goodness.
So the coach looks a lot smarter after getting the play reversed. And
They did not need that.
It didn't hurt that the official had some great replays to look at. They made it easy to overrule.
It's second and
And the hometown crowd does not like the call.
hand off to the tailback.
And James is in for the touchdown.
Tucker comes in to attempt the point after.
Justin Tucker in for the PAT.
The point after is good.
Easy.
Capitalize on great field position, John.
Yep, took it right at him with excellent execution of the right call.
I tell you what, 2.5 minutes, they potentially could get this back again if they can stop them. But they're going to have to do a better job than they did last drive.
This one is taken by Givens. Defense looks to rebound.
Well, that's a big hit. They're lucky he didn't fumble that.
They allowed a touchdown. Almost at the 2-minute mark now.
Ball on the 21-yard line.
Hand it off to the back. Hanson.
Oh, he trips over the guy on the ground.
They were looking for on that play call.
Yeah, the back just couldn't decide where he wanted to go with it.
Wow.
He hesitated just a little. By the time he decided where he wanted to go with it, the defense was all over him.
2-minute warning
Ball
coming
on
up.
the 17-yard line.
The visiting team with a 4-man front. minutes to go.
Ball on the 17-yard line.
Keep the throttle down.
Let's go, let's go.
Portis, the lone setback. Dropping back. Pressure. Gets rid of it. Scott with the stop at the 21. Portis makes the catch. Goes for about 3 yards.
The Quake's going to start using timeouts in hopes to getting the ball back. Got him in 3rd and long, so they got a chance at it. Somebody on the defense needs to make a play here.
The visiting team come out in a dime package. Drops back. Throwing. He lost it.
No.
The visiting team call a timeout.
Wow, didn't look like he ever had it to me. But I'm not the ref, so. It does come up a little short and brings up 4th down. I'll tell you, they're back in this if they could get some points out of this drive.
The game for the punt. Woodson is back to receive this kick. Won't take a chance trying to return this one.
This is where you want to respond quickly, or this could turn into a battle for field position.
First and 10.
Over at the 26-yard line. 1st and 10.
Back it up, baby. Stay back.
The home team with a 4-man front.
Come on. Touch out.
He'll take off. Thomas is there on the stop at the 32.
I like
And
their
Derek
idea.
Thomas brings him down
Pace, and it's a way to get the
after
defense
gain of
uncomfortable.
6.
Dropping back. With the throw. The 40.
Oh, it's
The 30.
Coates again.
The 20. The 10. Touchdown.
Oh my lord. Ben is ripping them apart today. That's the 2nd touchdown, I believe. Yeah, because James ran in the other one. And that gets him back in this game. Looked like it was going to be a
Tucker comes in for the
thrashing there for a little bit.
The point after is good. 2 straight touchdowns have gotten them back into this game, John.
They aren't done yet. They're just one score from taking the lead.
That brings it to a 3-point game. Looks like the Quake might have found the weakness of the Wolfpack. Crucial 1st downs by Ben Coates and 2 touchdowns by Ben Coates. Got this game tightened back up.
This one is taken by Givens.
So I'm assuming that the Wolfpack will probably run here, try to run out the rest of this clock, and at least take a lead into the halftime.
They'll take over at the 29-yard line. 1st and 10.
Under 10, 10.
They'll go from the shotgun. Evans comes in motion to carry it. Fakes the handoff. Gets the pass off.
Oh.
He's back in his zone. He's reading. He sees the quarterback the whole way, and then he gets a chance at an interception.
Lucky that wasn't picked off.
The defense can't afford to take too many gambles by going for a pick when they should just try and knock it down. One mistake can lead to a big play for the offense.
Go make a play.
The visiting team line up in the quarter defense with the throw, and it's caught.
Evans on the crossing route.
Comes up to make the play at the 48.
Well, that's going to allow him to burn more time.
Barrels into the defender, taking him right off the turf. Now that is a textbook block right there.
They ain't got nothing.
The home
Timeout
team
called by
kills
the
the clock
offense.
with that timeout. About a minute left.
Looks like they have thoughts of putting some more points on the board before halftime, not just running the clock down.
Ball on the 48-yard line.
Go, 1. Defense, get ready. Let's go.
Only 1 man back.
Hey, watch that screen.
Here comes the blitz. Looking for the long completion. He made the catch.
Uh-oh.
Wilson is there for the tackle. At the 15, he did a good job breaking off his route when he saw the blitz coming.
That's
Deep pass to
exactly
Hunter
what
Henry,
you
looks
want.
like there.
You want to make the adjustment and give your quarterback a target when you see
Ball on
them
the
sending extra
15-yard
guys on a blitz.
Gotta believe it. It's RJ. Blue down, blue down.
Their last red zone trip resulted in a touchdown.
Watch the hard count. Hey, watch the screen. Let's go.
He'll take off. White is there on the stop.
Looks like a
At the
1st and
40.
goal.
Now the key to this
Might get a
first down
touchdown out of
was
this.
the defense lost containment on the quarterback. He's out there running around, and that time it got him a 1st down.
300 yards passing in the first half. That's insane. Could have a huge day.
Yeah, you see me. Let's go now. Watch your eyes. All right, now.
Can he get there? Nice play fake. Trying for the end zone before halftime.
Wow.
Touchdown, home team.
This is exactly how you execute the play pass. The quarterback does a great job of selling the run, and that freezes the defense long enough for his receiver to get open in the end zone for the score.
Quake did need that. Not much defense here in the first half, I must say, as well.
The extra point attempt is good. They have a double-digit lead now following that end zone trip. Lowry is back and ready to put this one in the air. And he got all of that one, a great kick. This one is taken by Woodson. The visiting team will have to hurry it up as they start the drive at the 20-yard line.
First and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line.
Don't stop that motor. Stay both now. Defense, get ready.
The home team with a 4-man front. Looking for something long. Incomplete.
Oh, he had it.
They were trying to get the ball to.
The intended receiver on the play.
Santana. Gotta make that catch, man. I think it's Santana. Maybe I should look that up.
Ball on the 20-yard line.
All day, baby. Come on. Let's go,
The
G,
backs
let's
are
go.
lined up in an
Let's
eye.
go now.
It's a blitz. Stepping up. He now has 2 sacks.
Hayes makes the sack. Loss of 4 on the play.
After
Third
the
and
sack, they'll be
14.
looking at 3rd and
Ball
long
on the
here.
16-yard
I'll take that back. That's Randy Moss. My bad. I didn't remember saying his
Home
name.
team come out in a dime package.
Make him dump it on. Don't let him pass.
On the carry. Number 51 comes up to make the play at the 24-yard line.
That should take us to halftime. Did they call a timeout? I missed it.
James will come in now to punt it away. Givens sets up to run back the punt. And he signals for the fair catch. The end of the second quarter with the score. The home
Yep.
team. The visiting team. 31-21.
The score is
10-point game, so it's not out of reach, but man, where's the defense in this game? Wolfpack started with decent defense, but gave up some late in the second quarter there.
Lowry comes in to kick off. Booming kick downfield. This one is fielded by Woodson. First and 10.
ball on the 20-yard line.
Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing. Here we come.
All right, let's see if the Quake can get some points out of the gate here in the second half and put some heat on the Wolfpack.
On the call. Hayes comes up to make the play at the 28.
He's looked pretty good so far. It's going to be up to the defensive coordinator to make some adjustments and find a way to slow him down.
Ball on their own 28.
Ball on the 28-yard line.
We're coming to wreck.
The home
Keep the
team
throttle
line
down.
up in a 4-3.
Screen. Be careful.
Number Number 51 is there on the stop at the 29-yard line.
The defense held their positions and didn't let them get very far.
So a gain of about 1. Third and maybe 1.
That play action did not, or misdirection did not fool Butkus at all.
The offense has been stepping it up on third down all day.
They give it to the halfback. Great fake. Under pressure, stepping up, wraps him up.
Ooh, doesn't get it away.
Hayes picks up the sack.
That's the kind of thing you got to do. You got to find a way to put the pressure on and disrupt his timing in the pocket.
He picks up another sack, giving him 3. So they'll line up the punt after going 3 and out. He signals for a fair catch.
Fair catch made at the 37-yard line.
It's a fairly short field for the Wolfpack. This could be bad.
It's 1st and 10.
Ball on the 37-yard line.
Here we go, baby. Let's turn it up, D.
The visiting team come out in a 4-3.
Here we go, baby.
He gets the carry. Hansen comes up to make the play at the 40.
The best backs in the league average.
Well, maybe they're going to start trying to work clock a little bit.
Things that go into a successful running game. You got to have good play.
Seems a little early for that, though.
And a back that can take advantage when he sees the open.
Ball on their own 40.
Bring it up. You can't stop me. Let's go.
Portis, the lone back.
Turn it up now. Bring it. Let's go now. Rush in. Let's go.
He tucks it away. Jones is there for the tackle at the 47-yard line. Portis picks up some tough yards there.
Third and inches. Ball on the 47-yard line.
Oh, wow.
Going to the left. Poole got
Didn't give him the first down there, and they got him for a loss on third down.
And since they're not in field goal range,
So that's a punt.
should see the
Well done. They needed that. Give up points there, they're in trouble.
Gardocki is ready to punt this one away. Woodson back to return. And so the punt goes out of bounds.
Ooh, that was not good.
Ball on their own 35.
Ball on the 35-yard line.
Don't stop. Don't stop that motor.
Certainly could use a score here.
Keep the throttle down.
Coates moves in motion. Tosses it out to the left.
They missed the block. If somebody doesn't block Butkus, he's going to make the
Nothing
tackle.
that time, John, as the linebacker gets there quickly.
He's one of those guys who's a sure tackler. He'll move up and play physically.
They got to get a hat on him, or they got no chance to run the ball.
Just about as well as anyone on the defense.
Ball on their own 35.
Check it. Let's go, boy.
The home team line up in a 4-3. Rolling right.
Play action pass. Oh, we got it away.
Jumps and makes the catch.
Watch this. When you talk about not giving up on a play, having a motor that's always running, this is it right here. He gets a good shot at him and misses, but he comes back and he still ends up
Green.
making the tackle.
AJ Green with the reception there.
Here I go. Here we go, baby.
Pass play here on first down. Closing in. Gets rid of it.
And Coates again. Coates is just ripping these guys apart, man. They can't cover him.
Better than that. Textbook first down.
Just keep going back to him. They might win this game. Should be devastating for the Wolfpack after leading all the whole game.
It's showtime, baby.
The last time they were down here, they
17-0 lead.
Nav with
End
a
up
man in
losing. It's going to be heartbreaking for them, especially at home.
for room. Hayes is
Ooh.
there on the stop
Clipping
at the
on
10.
the offense. Number 60.
Oh, that's going to back
Still
them up a
first
little
down.
bit. Uh-oh. Bo's injured. That could be bad for these guys. James did score a 1-yard touchdown, but he hasn't gotten anything going on normal carries.
The home team come
But they're down 10, so they're probably going to be throwing a lot.
Throwing. And the catch is made. Taylor didn't have much room to do anything with that one.
And John Taylor hauls one in.
Sure play instead of trying something fancy, like going for the pick.
11 yards to the end zone.
Technically can get a first and goal just inside the 3. Or just outside the 2, however you want to look at it.
Give it to the halfback.
Oh, we did get a handoff. Oh, he's weaving his way through the middle.
At the 1-yard line. It's 3 tackles.
That's going to be a first down.
He had a chance to stop him, but he was able to shake off the tackler for the first.
Yeah, and as a back, that's exactly what you have to do.
Picked his way through the middle of the defense. That was impressive.
Lead to some good yardage.
Looking for the corner.
Oh, nobody over there.
Gets in there. Touchdown.
I did not call the right defense for that play.
The line contains a defense and lets them get around for the score.
Back within 3. So that's going to be interesting to see on the next possession if Wolfpack are a little more aggressive or if they still try to work the clock.
The point after is good. Well, John, these teams are very evenly matched.
Those two offenses are not holding anything back. It's kind of fun to watch. But in the back of your mind, you always have to feel for those defenders a little.
Tucker in to kick this one off. From the 2. The offense couldn't get anything going on their last drive, going 3 and out. First and 10.
At the 19-yard line. First and 10.
Let's go now. We're coming to wreck.
Portis, the deep back.
We like to pack the wolves. Hey, watch that.
Hand it off. Number 55 comes up to make
on
the
the
play.
carry.
At
1
the
yard
20-yard
gain on
line.
the play.
Portis takes it up the middle for a yard or 2.
Second and 9. Ball on the 20-yard line.
Hey, here we go. Let's go.
The visiting team come out in a 4-3.
Come on.
They're coming with the blitz. With the pass. Turns. He
Oh no,
the 40. The receiver with a lot of.
he's gone.
The 20. The 10. Touchdown. Home team.
Ooh, the Quake didn't. Uh-oh. The Quake did not need that, but now it looks like Sammy Ball's injured.
Lowry comes in to attempt the point after. The extra point attempt is good.
The offense kept taking and taking, and the defense kept giving and giving until they finally got the touchdown.
Back to a 10-point game. They did a pretty good job in the first quarter on Evans, but after that, he's kind of lit him up a little bit. Now we'll see if the Quake continue to go to Ben Coates or not.
Good distance. This one is handled by Woodson. The defense gave up a touchdown the last time. Ball on their own 20.
Ball on the 20-yard line.
Watch out. Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing.
McNabb sends a man in motion. Handed off to the back. Woodson comes up to make the play.
On the carry.
Did we ever get an update on Bo and how long he was out? I
Seems to be in
missed it.
perfect position to
If we
make the
did.
play.
He's all about effort. His motor's always running at 100%, and he's got the experience to
Second and
diagnose
11.
plays very
Ball
quickly.
on the
Ball on their own
19-yard
19.
Deuces. Let's go. Do something. Do something.
They'll go from the I formation. Hand it off. Thomas is there.
Nothing going there.
At the 18-yard line. The defensive tackle stops him at the line of scrimmage. It's third down, and they have a long way to go.
Ball on the 18-yard line.
Stay with those receivers.
McNabb looking to Lines up with 5 wide receivers. With the
AJ Green.
47, comes up to make the play. That blitz exploited for a first down.
Yeah, the quarterback did a heck of a job
Wow.
to read what the defense was
Good
doing
play.
and find the right guy.
Ball on their own 30.
Ball on the 30-yard line.
I can do it, baby. Everything you got.
Plenty of time left. Plenty of time.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Keeps it. They'll spot this one at the 31. That's a
He got
half-dozen
popped by
tackles.
Butkus. He's
Brought it
lucky he
down
didn't
right
fumble
in
there.
But couldn't find any room.
That's excellent discipline by the defense. They stayed in their lanes, and they got to him before he could even get going.
Ball on their own 31.
Ball on the 31-yard line.
Back in the gun.
From the gun.
Keep moving. Go make a
To
play.
carry it. Play action. Gets rid of it. And the catch is made. Moss makes the catch but doesn't get very far.
And that's what the mark of a solid defense is. They close in on you in a hurry, and they don't miss tackle.
3rd and inches.
Ball on the 40-yard line.
Hey, watch the ball. All on
They'll
that,
go from
y'all.
the I formation. Gives the ball off. Great fake. Gets the pass off. Peterson is there on the stop at the 43. They convert for the first down on that throw.
And they ran the perfect play to
Keeping
get
the chains moving.
1st and 10. Ball on the 43-yard line.
Here I go.
The home team with a 4-man front. To carry it. Thomas comes up to
Ow.
make the play.
Derek Thomas lays the
46-yard
wood.
line.
A big part of this guy's running style is to use the blockers to set up his cuts, but they were nowhere to be found on that run.
It's 2nd down and 7 to go.
Ball on the 46-yard line.
One back. Blue down, blue down. Yes, all
Only one man back. Hand off to the tailback. They'll spot this one at the 47. And so that makes tackle number 6. Jackson takes it up the middle for a yard or 2. And this is the 9th play of this drive.
Ball on the
So we've reached the end of the 3rd quarter with the home team ahead of the visiting team. 38-28.
38. The away team. 28.
The visiting team have possession of the ball to begin this final quarter, but they're down by more than a touchdown. 9th play of this drive.
Ball on the 47-yard line.
Defense, get ready.
The defense has had difficulty stopping them on 3rd down.
Go make a play.
Drops back. Throwing. He finds his man.
It's Ben Coates again.
Newman is there on the stop.
This is a guy who comes to play, and he seems to make big catches when they really need him. This time they needed to convert on 3rd down, and he's there for the reception.
Look at that.
and the
6
first
for
down.
124 and 2 touches. He's having a day.
We turning it up. We gotta believe it. It's our day. Get it up. Let's go. Roy Sims.
The rush is on. Gets the pass off. This one will be spotted.
Short
at the
pass to
36.
Green there.
He wraps up the ball carrier, and his tackle total is now 4. Just about 5 on that pass, John.
That was a pretty good play. The defense brought a few extra guys, but the line did a pretty good job of picking him up, giving him just enough time to find the open man.
Check it. Watch your eyes. Nothing.
The home team line up in a 4-3. With the throw, he hits his receiver.
Coates again.
The 10.
They are having issues covering him today.
At the 5.
It's going to be 1st and goal.
Keep making completions down the field and move the chains. Watch this one. He knows he's got to get the first, and he picks the right guy to throw it to.
Let's go now. Are we? Yeah, you see me. What's the hard
Looking for the goal line. Nice play fake. Floats one into the end zone. Touchdown.
Randy
Visiting
Moss
team.
gets a TD.
Calls in another pass for a touchdown, giving him 3 now. Tucker comes in for the extra point. The point after is good. The visiting team
Back to a 3-point game.
Now it's up to the defense to hold him.
Still seems like there's a little too much time to just be working the clock, but we'll see what they do.
Nice distance. This one is handled by Givens. The home team takes over on offense, looking to extend the lead. Ball on their own 20.
Get some slack going. Watch the man.
Portis is the deep back. Throws it. The pass falls incomplete. They dropped additional people into the secondary, but still generated an excellent pass rush.
And that gives you a lot of
and that
flexibility
stops the clock.
calling your defense. If the guys up front are good at creating pressure, then you don't have to blitz as often, giving you the ability to double cover an opponent's best receiver.
Watch screen.
The visiting team come out in a dime package.
Didn't see an update on Sammy Baugh yet either.
Pressure coming. Gets rid of it. White is there.
Portis has nowhere to go.
At the 20.
The screen is basically a misdirection play. You get the defense pursuing the quarterback, then he just tosses it over and hopes the receiver can find some running room.
3rd and 10.
Ball on the 20-yard line.
Don't be fooled now. We're talking about brilliant. Play alert.
They're trying to spread out the defense with 5 wide receivers.
Down. Hey, here we go. Back it up, baby.
Throws it. Caught by the receiver on the screen. Scott is there on the stop. At the 20.
That's what I'm doing there.
Harrison made the catch, but was unable to get the first down.
The Quaker are going to get the ball back. Only down 3. Plenty of time left.
Very solid defensive effort to force the 3 and out. From the 36.
43-yard punt. Return for a gain of 2 yards.
Woodson kind of got clocked there.
Ball on their own 39.
Ball on the 39-yard line.
Let's go. Be filthy.
All right, see what they do without Bo Jackson here. Let's stay with the hot hand of Ben Coates. Nope, they're going to give it out. Oh, man, if he could have
The 49.
made that guy miss, he might have been gone.
So that was a pickup of about 9. Second and inches.
Ball on the 49-yard line.
Watch your back. Defense
The
get ready.
home team come out in a 4-3. Number 51 is there on the stop at the 46-yard line.
That's a good job of separating out of the defensive
Complaining to the ref about holding.
Created a crack, he saw it and made his move.
1st and 10.
Ball on the 46-yard line.
Watch this. All right, let's go. From the
The
start.
backs are lined up in an eye. On the ground, pushes off. Griffin comes up to make the play at the 42-yard line.
Actually surprised they're not throwing more, to be honest with you.
Yards. It's 2nd down and 5 to go.
Ball on the 42-yard line.
Hey, watch the screen.
Hand it off. Number 51 is there for the tackle at the 41. No gain on that play as the linebacker slipped in almost unnoticed.
Yeah, he did a great job getting in there. He was looking for the run before they even snapped the ball.
3rd down play here. They have to get it to the 36. Nice job so far on 3rd down for the offense, and we'll see if that continues here. Gets the pass off. Green
No, he dropped it.
there, but uncharacteristically dropped the ball.
Sometimes
Wow.
I wonder if they're thinking about their next sports show highlight instead of worrying about catching the ball.
Gotta go, I would imagine. Yeah, looks like they are.
There's no hesitation here. They're going to go for it. Drops back. Pressure. He can't
Oh no,
Look here, this is not what a quarterback is supposed
Wow.
to do on 4th down.
that may do it.
Shot. You're going for it. At least throw it up there and give your guy a shot. A sack is definitely not what you're looking for here.
Well, they got timeouts. If the defense can hold,
Play hard and fast.
might be able to get it back here.
Come on.
receives the handoff. Refuses to go down. Ball loose.
Uh-oh.
Visiting team. Scoop it up. Very
Uh-oh.
unusual job because he just doesn't fumble very often.
Yeah, but fumbles are part of the game, and they happen to the best of them.
might be a good challenge by the coach.
No?
On the field is
The ruling on
questionable.
the field
They're
has
going to
been
review
challenged.
it, and this one might get reversed.
Clearly a big momentum shift could be in the making as we take a look at a possible
Yeah, he's
They
going to be
really have
down.
no choice but to challenge this because of what it could mean for both teams. I don't know. It's a tough call from seeing that angle.
I think they're going to reverse that.
The player was down before the fumble occurred.
Yeah. Wolfpack ball.
So the coach looks a lot smarter after getting the play reversed in his team's favor.
Hey, if you can get a call like that changed, then it's worth the risk of losing a timeout.
Watch your man. Here I come.
Number 55 comes up to make the play.
It's going to be a first down.
Ball on the 43-yard line.
Ball on the 43-yard line.
Play football.
The visiting team come out in a 4-3. Gets rid of it. And he makes no, he can't hold it in.
Wow.
He can catch just about
That's gonna
anything
stop
if
the
the
clock.
quarterback throws in his direction. But he couldn't find a way to quiet that one down and bring it in for a catch.
Not quite in field goal range yet.
Ball on the 43-yard line.
Deuce it, deuce it. Watch each other back. So we gonna take it. Let's go.
The visiting team come out in a nickel package.
All right, now. You can't stop me.
Dropping back under pressure, gets the pass off, short completion, hitting his wide receiver to the left. He's grabbing anything that comes his way.
2 on the play.
Yeah, he pulls it in, but he goes nowhere with it.
Third down, and the spot they'll have to reach for a first is the 33.
Under 10, 10. Make him go score. Solid 29. Solid
7 defensive backs in on this one.
Brad Johnson in for Sammy Baugh here.
Gets the ball off. Spins away.
Oh, he gives it to the
Johnson is there.
fullback. Can't quite get there.
The home team comes up short on third down again.
Are they close enough to attempt a field goal is the question. Does not look as though they're going to.
Gardocki comes into the game for the punt. Woodson sets up, waiting for the punt.
They're going to use some clock here.
Andy waves for the fair catch.
Oh, almost. A valiant effort.
2-minute warning coming up.
Ball on the 20-yard line.
Go. Check it. Stay both left.
James,
Hold
the
them
deep
up.
back.
Let's ride, man. Let's go. Here we go, baby.
Looking upfield. Peterson is there on the stop. James
Decent
gets
gain on first down.
Gets 7 hard-earned yards.
They probably have to hurry up here shortly, though. That's keep the clock running until the 2-minute warning.
Almost at the 2-minute mark now.
Ball on the 26-yard line.
And we're going to hit that before another play. And the home crowd starts chanting defense. They want the Wolfpack to stand up and hold this 3-point lead.
They'll go from the I formation. Play action. There he goes. Breaks free. Goes to the ground. And it looks like they're going to go with a no huddle.
It's enough for a first down, but the clock continues to run.
Here comes the blitz. Gets the pass off. Jumps up. He has
Oh,
it.
Moss
Is
pulls it
there
down.
with the tackle. At the 46. They'll head right back to the line.
And they are definitely in the hurry up now.
Pass play here on first down. Closing in. Throws it.
Oh, got it away, but couldn't get enough on it.
Great effort up front to put the pressure on.
And you'll see that kind of thing out of these guys a lot. They're big and they're strong and they're fast. Opposing offensive lines sure have their hands full when they get out in this
Ball on
field.
the 46-yard line.
They ain't got nothing.
The home team come out in the quarter defense. Steps up with the pass.
Oh, wide open.
The 30.
Somebody forgot to cover him.
On the stop. At the 11.
Tell you what, Quake might end up pulling this game out on the road. That'd be huge.
Get my cut back. Let's go, D.
They're coming with the blitz to the end zone.
He's open.
And he makes the catch, but
Oh.
he can't get both feet down.
I tell you, he was led just a bit too
What?
far. Would have been a
Wow.
touchdown catch.
I thought that
Brought
was.
that one in.
I thought for sure he was in.
And it appears this one is going to be looked at.
Yeah,
Ah.
because it's in the last 2 minutes, that call came down
The
from the
ruling on the
replay
field
booth.
has been
The main
challenged.
question now is there a look at this where we can see a close
Oh, he's in.
his feet came down. Initially, I thought that he had it.
I don't
One.
know, it looks like the ball was squirting around in
Two.
there as he
I'm
went
pretty
out.
sure he was in. Pretty
Pass
sure.
was caught in the end zone. Touchdown.
Yeah. Touchdown. They take the lead.
Unclear initially why they called for a review, but now we understand the reason.
You have to give it to these officials. The job's not easy. Sometimes they make mistakes.
That should
Most
be
of
a
the times they're
4-point
right.
lead. With just over a minute left.
The point after is good. That could be the game-winning touchdown, but still enough time on the clock
Wow.
for the other team.
Wolfpack lead the whole game, and then they lose the lead late. Could be a brutal loss if they can't do something with this drive. And a field goal does them no good. But they have busted off a couple of long touchdowns, so it's still possible.
Is back and ready to put this one in the air. Sends it sailing. This one is handled by Givens.
We've got a good one going here today.
Givens on the return.
Hey Dwayne, how you doing, man?
They'll take over at the 22-yard line. First and 10.
Don't make a play.
Let's see if the backup Brad Johnson can lead them to a win here.
Linebacker and several defensive backs. Dropping back to pass on first down. Throws it. And the catch is made. Number 25 comes up to make
I'm just going to keep the clock running.
33. Looks like they'll go with the hurry up here.
It's on.
Pass play here on first down. Going long.
Behind the defense. Oh, he dropped it. Oh, no.
Been a very big game.
Brutal, man, brutal.
I think they'll be going with something in the air here. Conserving time while moving
81,
down
who was
the
that?
score.
Second and 10. Ball on the 33-yard line.
Let's ride, man. Play hard and fast, baby.
The visiting team come out in a nickel package.
That was Givens. That's the kick returner. Evans. Oh, he got it.
Thompson is there for the tackle. At the 10-yard
Field goal doesn't do any good, though. Got to have a touchdown.
Turn it up now. Get me going. Come on.
uses the pump. Gets rid of it.
No.
To the wide receiver. Washington is
Mm.
there on the stop. Johnson completes the pass. Good pickup. About 7
It's the first time out there. They got two more.
On the play.
3 yards will get them 6 points.
Still doable.
Throw low. Throw low. Watch the snap down.
Killing some sweats.
The lone back throws to the end zone.
No, that was almost picked off. Triple coverage. Bad decision there.
They're going to keep going to the
Got
end.
away with it.
Might be a little too late.
Third and 3. Ball on the 3-yard line.
Hey, here we go. Come on. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
I think this defense looks forward to these third down situations because they've been stopping them today.
Touchdown.
There's the lead back.
Catch for the touchdown.
Yeah, he's a veteran receiver, and he knows how to get open in the end zone.
It's only gonna, well, it's only 19 seconds left, so they should give them a 3-point lead, but I doubt they're going to be able to get in field goal range to at least tie it. So that should be the game winner there.
Comes in to attempt the point after. The point after is good.
It's amazing when you think about it. The litmus test for a great quarterback is being able to bring his team back to win games in the fourth quarter.
Garcon with the touchdown.
squib kick short.
Oh, he missed it. Uh-oh.
From the 21-yard line.
Jeez.
The visiting team can't afford to waste much time as they take over. At the 21-yard
Well,
line.
they got timeouts, so if they could get a deep pass and then get a timeout, they technically could have enough time to kick a field goal to tie it, but we'll see.
Hey, watch that screen. Check it.
The home team with a 4-man front.
Watch your eyes.
Well, that's free
He got
5
early and
yards.
got flagged.
Encroachment, number 97.
So
Still
he's
first
called
down.
for encroachment.
Yeah, he jumped early and touched an offensive player, and that forces the officials to blow the whistle.
It's now 1st and 5 after the penalty.
I'm coming through, baby.
A lot of speed on the field for the defense. And
That's always retro for me, man.
Scott is there for the tackle at the 32-yard line.
Now that's
No, I did 32 custom team franchise, and I put all legend players in, names,
32.
numbers, weights, and heights. I didn't change the player models just because,
Receiver set this time.
well, one, it'd be pretty much impossible to make them all look the right way, but. Oh, there's the pass he needed.
This one will be spotted at the 10.
I could tie it up right there.
To our numbers, that's tackle number 6 for him.
I'll tell you what happened. This guy has such great speed.
So yeah, it's Global Legends Football
Nobody's
League.
gonna stay with him.
This is game 2, week 1.
Big pressure kick. He misses it, they lose. If he makes it, we go to overtime.
The defense takes a timeout. Are they trying to freeze him? I don't think that's long enough to be frozen, is it? So we could be looking at some free football here. Well, not that we had to pay first, but you know what I mean. It's good. Tie game. Wow. No defense showing up today, though. Well, I mean, it might be a great idea, but you're the only viewer. And I think the first game only had 1 view, so not too many people checking it out just yet. See how it goes deeper into the
This one is
season,
handled
right?
by Givens.
Yeah, this one took a while. I looked it up on one of the football database sites, and took the estimated value of a player to their team at each position, used those names to go to Mutthead and Madden ratings from the actual games to try to get everybody's ratings. And those that I couldn't get, I did a random number based on that position's other players that were going to be used. So I believe every player, if not almost every player, if not every player, is rated at least 90 or better.
This one is
Obviously all the way up to 99 overalls. So they should be very competitive games for the most part. If one team gets some bad breaks, you might see a little bit of a blowout, but it shouldn't be too many runaway games. This one looked like it was going to be. It was 17-0 early. Wolfpack, and then
there on the stop. At the 24.
Quake just kept plugging away and came back on them. Actually, fairly entertaining game, to be honest. I usually don't do any commentary either. I just let the game do it, but I had a viewer earlier that checked out on me pretty quick, so I thought maybe he did it because nobody was talking, so
Hand off to the tailback.
figured I'd comment on things here and there.
Throwing. He finds his man. This one will be spotted at the 38. He is tackling anything and everything with a football.
Now, being Madden 08, I believe this is sudden death overtime, so if they score anything at all, I think it's over.
It's first and
Don't
10.
believe there's the rule for the dual possession or any of that. I think it's just sudden death.
With a 4-man front. Around. Jones is there for the tackle at the 40-yard line. Portis takes advantage of a little daylight, picks up 3 yards.
But yeah, if you check out the names of the players, you got Brad Johnson quarterbacking right now because Sammy Baugh got hurt. You got Vontae Leach at fullback. I didn't see who the running back was. There's Mike Evans catching that ball. Ben Coates is on the tight end for the other team. He's been ripping them apart today. He's got about 150 yards and 2 touchdowns on like 7 or 8 catches, something like that. And Evans, of course. Oh, it's Riggins. That's it. He's oh, he may be gone. No, oh, not quite. But he was subbed out. Portis probably got tired.
That's exactly what they're looking to do. Run the ball and see if the defense bends just enough to give them an opportunity to kick a field goal.
And there's Nick Lowry as the kicker. So they're just going to get it over with right now. Ball game. So the Wolfpack pull it off at home. A lot of guts by the Quake, though. Got to give them credit for that. Crazy game. Fun to watch. Alright, so let's end that game. Lightning and Minotaurs was the first one. I'll give you an idea who's on these teams here, which I did in the game that they played, but I did it a different way. This is probably the best way. So Johnny Unitas is the starter quarterback. Eric Dickerson, the starting running back, and I misspelled Hurst, unfortunately. I tried changing it, but it won't let me update it. Anthony Sherman, fullback. Wide receivers, Charlie Joyner, Elroy Hirsch, DeAndre Hopkins, Jesse Hester, Lavernius Coles. Tight ends, Kittle, Ditka, Giles. Let's see, notable defenders here. Oh, stop picking the same one, doofus. Not to mention the right ends there. Tony Casillas. Oh, Walgreens is ready. Really the only one I noticed on that, or note on that one. Chip Banks. Calvin Pace. David Little, Michael Brooks. Willie Buchanan, Ty Law, William Gay, Claiborne, Smoot, Mike Brown, Brian Washington, Mike Fuller, Maxey, heard of a few of those, Norm Johnson, and Jeff Fiegels. And then if we go back, it was Minotaurs. And they got Warren Moon, Kurt Warner, Don Meredith. Oop. Fullback is Lorenzo Neal. Got Larry Zonka, Alan Amici, Billy Sims, and Dorsey Levens. Already did that. Wide receivers, Otis Taylor, Henry Ellard, Tom Fears, Frank Lewis, Havin Moses. Tight ends, Tony Gonzalez, Jordan Reed, and Paul Kaufman. We're going to go through the offensive line. Reggie White, notable. Greg Ellis. Darnell Dockett. Pico. Klecko. Pretty well known names on this one for here and there. Hardy Nickerson. Donnie Edwards. Oh. Charlie Waters, Aqib Talib, Brent Grimes, Emmett Thomas, Brian Dawkins, Lewis Oliver, Roy Williams, Dwight Smith, Bellamy. And you got Robbie Gould and Sauerbrunn as the punter. And they matched up the first week, or the first game, I should say, of week 1. And the Lightning were able to pull it out on the road. So yeah, just doing that right now. The next one's going to be the Armageddon at the Mammoths. And on that video, we'll show off those rosters in week 1. And then week 2 on, we won't do that piece anymore. Just kind of see the names on the field as they play the games. So yeah, that's going to wrap it up for this one. Let me go ahead and save this. And go ahead and exit out of that because it's going to mess with my streamer here if I don't. Alright, so that's going to wrap that up. I think we're going to end the stream there. I may be back a little bit later. Maybe with another one of those or something else. I'm not sure yet. I haven't ever really designed on stream. I may try that a little bit. Just touching up the Razorback as we're trying to get that all finished. Eric and myself. But yeah, we're going to end the stream there. I appreciate you tuning in, and we'll talk at you later. Peace.